Welcome back, my friends. It is Monday, April 6, 2019, 6:12 p.m., and you are looking at an area of Papua New Guinea with a tsunami buoy going off. That is because we've just had a major 7.2, now officially a 7.2 earthquake in Papua New Guinea. Now, I want to thank Yelmic and my buddy Chris for sending me this info really quickly. They were on top of this very quick. But you can see right here, 90 miles west of Isla Mona, they had another area on here they were talking about. People have jumped on this site to report feeling the quake. Based on the data, according to one of these articles, KITV4 is saying that the U.S. Geological Survey officials say, based on all data available, destructive Pacific-wide tsunami is not expected. I repeat, not. So those of you that are posting that we're going to see a tsunami, chances are we won't. It did trigger the buoys. That's what they're meant to do. They're meant to be here to warn people. That's why when we had this issue over here with the tsunami buoys by Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, rather, the thing shut down, and now it's out of commission. So these things are very useful tools, and we need to use them when things like this happen. But back to the quake, guys. This is a substantial earthquake. 85 miles deep. Yes, that is fairly deep. But to see a quake of this size again in this area is just leading me to believe more and more that it's just a matter of time before we are going to be dealing with a tsunami that is going to come across the Pacific Ocean and obviously hit the first U.S. state of Hawaii and then make its way to the west coast of the U.S., including all these other areas, Alaska, Japan, parts of Mexico, down by Chile even. I mean, this thing would be an entire wave that will cross the entire Pacific west to east. I don't know why it keeps popping up like that. So what I'll do now is I will take the coordinates we have for this quake, and we're going to punch them into Google Earth really quick, and we're going to see exactly where this thing took place, hit search, and we are on our way. There's Hawaii right there. That's why Hawaii would be the first to get this warning, and we can see, luckily, thank God, this thing is in a semi-remote area. There are roads and stuff leading up to this area, but this entire, just boom, this entire circle here, you can even go back to those other charts. All these airports felt this quake. All the people at the airports felt this quake. The main reason for the tsunami issuing would be because of how close it is to the coast right here. Francisco Canyon, Markham Canyon. These are often areas they speak about when they are worried about major quakes happening here and underwater landslides happen. And then when you back out, you could see how a wave could be produced this way. It could be interrupted by some of these islands. But if this quake had taken place here or here, and then we had another, remember the 6-1 we had? Last year, that was actually last year, sorry. I have quakes all over Papua New Guinea marked with the big ones that we've seen there. But had this thing taken place right here, just maybe 100 miles to the northwest even, we could have been seeing a wave heading towards Hawaii or be getting a lot different news than we're getting right now. It's still a developing story. They're still trying to assess exactly the epicenter and the magnitude of this quake. As I said, it showed up as a 7.6 or a 7.7 on my phone. There's a few different websites saying different numbers, but let's go with an average. We'll do 7.2, just like the USGS is saying. 126 kilometers in depth. That is a good 80 miles deep, which is a good thing. But when you're this close to the ocean, guys, if this is going to be a trend, we have a lot to look out for. And I wanted to jump on here and let you guys know that the tsunami threat, as of right now, they are not saying it's a big deal. They're not saying it's going to happen. If it was going to be a tsunami, I believe we would know it by now. It more than likely would have reached Hawaii or at least done something to these areas here, as they pretty much travel the speed of sound in some waves, like sound waves do in the air is how waves travel across water. It's very interesting stuff how this works. But there you have it, guys. May 6th, 7.1. We haven't seen a 7 point anything in a while. We have, but they've been downgrading them so they don't reach 7. So this one they couldn't mess with, though, because it's certainly bigger than a 7.1 in my opinion. But that is just my opinion. But with that said, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to dig more into this and get a further update out. And as far as people and being displaced and stuff of that nature, and what this quake actually did. But this is still breaking as it happened less than an hour ago. So, all right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Thank you so much, and be safe. Bye bye.